Good morning, everybody. I am super excited today. I had an amazing time last night, had a couple of friends over and watched the US election, which, okay, you know my political standpoint. I am extremely happy that Trump got into power. So, that being said, here we are in Canada this morning, and I want to talk about a lot of controversial things that I keep seeing online regarding housing in Canada. And I just want to give you some information so you can make informed decisions going forward. We are having interest rates drop. We know that that is going to happen. The Bank of Canada is commenting on it. They need to stimulate the growth in they need to stimulate the Canadian economy, not necessarily growth. They basically just need to get us spending money. And what does our government do? They control, control, control. And how do they do that? They control our interest rates. So here we are right now. I just pulled up some stats that I want to talk about a little bit. We have 1.2 million fixed rate mortgages up for renewal in 2025. So, if you are someone like myself, where we had our mortgage renew this year and our payment jumped up by $1,000. So, there, the Bank of Canada just took $12,000, stole it from us just by increasing the interest rates. So, here we are. We're one of those people. I would have signed on for a much longer mortgage had the option been available to us. But again, as I indicated before, being self employed, we don't have those luxuries here in Canada because we are penalized for being self employed, and they think that we cannot afford or pay or be responsible human beings. So they penalize us by only allowing us to have shorter terms available for choice when we are arranging for mortgages. So here we are. We are one of those people coming up for renewal in 2025. And what the reality is they are saying, the infamous they, that this could lead to an increased housing market activity as homeowners reconsider their options. So I am constantly seeing videos of the housing market crash. It's going to crash. Prices are going to go down. We're in a disaster because people can't afford to pay for their homes, and we are going to have a massive amount of properties on the market. We are not the United States, guys. We in Canada are legally obligated. For example, I have experienced this personally as a real estate agent in the past, where we have had a listing under our brokerage. And what happened is the homeowner of that particular home could not afford to pay the mortgage. There is a process to power of sale. They are legally obligated to sell the house at market value. They can't just dump it onto the market like in the United States and say, oh, we're wiping all these mortgages clean. And this house that had a $300,000 mortgage on it, we're putting it on the market for $120,000. That doesn't happen in Canada. There is a process. It is very elongated and it takes time. So this glut of houses that everybody's talking about in this potential market crash that we are going to potentially experience is a bunch of hogwash, and don't fall prey to this. We are buying and selling in the same market. If interest rates go down, it will spur activity. That's a given. It's standard because it incentivizes people to get out there and purchase. I mean, the Bank of Canada's interest rate cuts it's expected to stimulate the economy. That's why they're doing it. They are wanting to stimulate the economy, so they have cut interest rates. So, yes, we have had price declines in the housing market. We are also down 50% in sales. So what do you think is going to happen? I mean, it's ridiculous that you think that, not you, I'm not directing this to you, the individual watching this, but I'm generalizing. It's ridiculous that we all collectively think that there's going to be this mad crash and millions of houses coming on the market. First of all, we don't even have enough houses. So here we are right now. They are expecting, the economists, the Bank of Canada, the feds that are putting these policies in place. What do you think they did in 2019? They lowered interest rates to stimulate the economy. Then they actually handed out a whole bunch of money to everybody. Not necessarily a good combination. Then they locked us all down. So there were all these people that had all this spare cash and they went out and spent it. And they went out and bought things that they thought were a safe bet. And that's real estate in Canada. So where are we now? A lot of people bought that shouldn't have potentially purchased. I will say that I encouraged a lot of people to walk away from deals during that time that I did not think that were good. I would say almost literally every single one of my clients walked away from many deals that they did not think that were good that I advised them to because house prices were ridiculous. So if the average forecast sees a 5-year fixed rate mortgage dropping another 0.5% by the end of 2025, fixed rate mortgage, that's fixed rate mortgage. Where are we going to be? I mean, I'm seeing predictions that are saying home sales are forecast to rise by nearly 10% in Ontario next year. I'm also seeing CREA is expecting prices to grow by 2.4% in Ontario as buyer activity increases in spring and summer of 2025. And we're seeing lower mortgage rates are leading to bidding wars. I'm already seeing this right now. 2 of the properties that one of my clients is interested in purchasing, just look them up on the internet on the matrix. And basically they are holding offers. They have been underpriced, $399, holding offers in a week. And the sale price in that area is $500K. I'm not going to say who the broker/agent is that's doing this. I don't support it. Let's just say it's one of the big guys, and I don't really want to initiate bidding wars again because nobody benefits by this. Nobody benefits by this. We don't need housing to be a commodity. It is definitely something that needs to not have our government be meddling in. And here we are in this situation right now. So buying and selling in the same market produces the same results. So the other thing that I also want to say is if people can't afford to keep their homes, if they sell before they go into power of sale, where are these people going? Like everybody that talks about this mad amount of housing that's going to be dumped on the market, let's throw some scenarios out there. This could be a $1.5 million home that they can't afford to maintain. So they're going to downsize to a $900,000 or an $800,000 home. There's lots of those available, decent sized on the market right now. So don't think that the people are just going to miraculously disappear that are selling these homes. Don't think that the people aren't going to try to sell the home before they get into a difficult position because they anticipate that happening. Don't think that the people aren't going to try to do everything they can to hold on to their home because they want to try to stay there, because they love their home. Just because my mortgage went up by $1,000 a month, it doesn't mean that I want to sell the farm and move. When and if my partner and I choose to move, it's because we choose to move, because we have another opportunity that we want to take elsewhere. Or maybe we want to move to a new city, or maybe somebody's moving in with us. I mean, there's all of these variables that there's so many things that we don't know their story. I have always had this saying that I learned very quickly. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. So don't judge, because it's important that you do you, they do them, and you make the decision that you need to make based on the information that you have for you. Apply that to the housing market right now. Read the data, understand what's going on, live your own life, and do your best. Don't fall prey to the naysayers and all of this crazy stuff that, people are doing for the clicks. That's all. Love y'all. Peace out. Ciao for now. Bye.